Kind of ran over time there. It should only take me a couple minutes to finish up this video. So we were saying the large radius goes from the outer boundary of this washer to the axis of rotation. So 4 minus x squared is the big radius. The small radius goes from the red function, or the inner circle of the washer, down to the x-axis. So 2 minus x minus 0, there it is. So using washer method, perpendicular to the x-axis, we've got pi times the integral from -1 to 2. You can see -1 is the furthest left part of the region, 2 is the furthest right. Big R squared minus, oops, it'd help if I had the marker, wouldn't it? Yep, there we go. Big R squared minus little r squared, and then times the thickness, dx. Let's do one more example. Let's try the graph y equals square root of x minus 1, which is a square root function shifted 1 to the right. That looks like part of it right there. X equals 5, vertical line, this purple line, and the x-axis. So there's my region. Now again, I want to rotate it around the x-axis. We'll deal with y-axis rotation in the next video. So if I rotate this around, rotating this whole part around here, kind of look like this. Kinda is the word. Looks like, I don't know, looks like a Dr. Seuss ham. Green eggs and ham. So anyway, you'll notice there's no gap between the region and the x-axis on this one. So this is going to be back to a disk method. So pi r squared. So pi times, we're going to be integrating with respect to x because I'm going around the x-axis. So therefore my radius is perpendicular to the x-axis of each cross-section. The region spans from -1 over to 5. Notice they're x values because I'm integrating with respect to x. This value of r goes from the function square root of x minus 1 down to 0. So radical x minus 1 minus 0 is simply radical x minus 1. So square root of x pi times the radius squared, and there's the integral for that. And of course, using f and int on all these is acceptable, not because you have to, just to kind of speed things up. But you should make sure that you do know how to evaluate integrals by antiderivatives, just like we worked on in previous chapters. Okay, that's it. Only took me about 3 minutes to finish up the rest of this lesson. Hopefully you understood it. Thanks.